All right, we should be good to go. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Just going to do a lunch live stream into Power Hour for the next few hours. So just want to welcome you all. Let me start off by saying anything that I disclose on this stream or on any of my videos, I am not a financial advisor, and none of this is financial advice. Please make sure that you are doing your own due diligence, and please make sure that if you have any questions or comments, definitely feel free to fact check me. You can also definitely feel free to leave it in the comments section below the video itself. Please definitely also hit that like button. It helps the YouTube algorithm, helps get more people in here as far as viewing, and it also helps in terms of just getting the information out there for anyone that wants it or is looking for it. So let's get this thing rolling. So AMC currently is trading at $36.34. If you guys remember yesterday, I had specifically said I could see us bouncing off of this Fibonacci retracement zone. Our low yesterday, our intraday low yesterday was $34.48. Our intraday high, or excuse me, intraday low today was $34.48. I did a quick retracement on here because I kind of expected us to dip a little bit because of the run that we had been on the last 4 trading days. Our intraday high currently is 38.71. So I just did a quick Fibonacci retracement just to kind of see if we do take a hit where we could fall to. And we bounced perfectly right at that 61.8% retracement, and we're currently in a reversal now. So it's definitely good to see. Hopefully we can continue this trend upwards. The RSI was definitely being oversold during this. I mean, and you can clearly see we are just being stair-stepped down. This right here is not natural price action, especially knowing where we're at with the current short position. Which, speaking of, let me jump over to Ortex next. So with Ortex, currently the short interest change is just under negative 3%. So we had almost 6 million shares returned, 2.83 shares borrowed for a net return of 3.16 million. The current short interest of free float is 18.2%. Our current utilization is 91.77%. We're currently down just under 2% over the last 7 days. The cost to borrow has increased by 7.5%. We're up to 1.49. Days to cover is 0.64, also up another 8%. The shares on loan continues to go up. We're still hovering around that 109, 110 range for the shares on loan. Let's see, the exchange reported short interest data. So that right now is currently around 85 million, also up another 7, almost 8% there. So definitely good to, even though we do have shares returned, keep in mind, just because we see that short interest change, show us a negative number doesn't necessarily mean that they aren't continuing to increase their position. What that can mean basically is that there were shares that were initially borrowed that they didn't do anything with, and they just gave them right back. So they could have either gotten sick of paying their cost to borrow rate, or they could have just simply borrowed them on the day and then quickly returned them. So it's all about that cost to borrow fee and how long they want to continue that short position and hold and pay that cost to borrow rate. Now with Ortex, so Ortex, remember, for the failure to delivers, we basically get the previous 15 days. So we won't get basically the middle of August data until the end of August. So basically from the 1st through the 15th of August, we won't get until the end of the month. So we still have roughly another 2 weeks or so until we're able to actually get that data and actually be able to look at it specifically. Let's see. Whoops, not what I meant to do. Where's my chart? Here we go. Man, that was weird. My chart disappeared. Hold on 1 second. Let me figure out why my chart went away. Let me close this real quick. That's never happened to me before. I know I clicked something wrong. Bear with me, guys. Okay, AMC. Let me go to widgets chart. Here we go. All right. What is going on with this? Come on. All right. Close this. Man, this is crazy. I've never had this happen before. Remove chart. All right, so I can see it there. I'm trying to figure out why I can't see it on here. Settings. There we go. All right, so let me go ahead and remove this guy. All right, so we're back. As Trey would always say, we are back cooking with Crisco. All right, so AMC is still currently trading around just over $36.21. Let me go back to recently viewed. Oxygen is also looks like up just over or almost 0.25% on the day. Oxygen, remember, is that company that's manufacturing a vaccine for Bharat Biotech. So that's something to keep an eye on for anyone that's looking in the biopharma aspect of things. Let me remove. I want to remove this. Remove. All right. I want to be able to look at this order book. Sorry about that, guys. That's crazy. I've never had that happen to me before. All right. So AMC, we're still bouncing around in that Fibonacci retracement zone. So currently bouncing around that 3110. I'd say probably to 3646 or so. Let's see. Looks like we're starting to get a little bit of influx of volume. I need to pull up the VWAP. I also need to pull up RSI. Let me make sure. All right, so the indicators I typically use, guys, are the 15 MA. So for anyone that doesn't know how to do this, if you're using the Webull desktop, so you can basically just, these indicators up here, you just go to edit and then it allows you to manipulate it. And then when you go to style, you can unselect all those. Okay, so you got that one. Let's see, let's do the yellow. Actually, no, let's do purple. I'll go with purple. All right, so this is going to be the 200. So the EMA is the estimated, or excuse me, the exponential moving average or estimated moving average. Let me confirm that. Yes, the exponential moving average. So what that initially does is it tracks the price of a stock over time, and it's based on the amount of days. So like from a macro standpoint, I want to know where we're trading at over the last 200 days, and then the 15MA is the 15-day moving average. So that's basically more of a micro perspective, indicating where we've been trading over the last, on average, the last 15 trading days or so. So just something to keep in mind. A lot of the time when we're trading, where's my indicator at? There we go. All right, so a lot of the times what we like to see is we like to see this 15MA trading both above the VWAP as well as that 200 EMA. So right now we're currently trading below it. Hopefully we can get this bounce out of this Fibonacci retracement zone and have this 15MA start to hook back towards that 200 EMA as well as getting over that VWAP. Let's see. All right. So let me jump over to, oh man, Tesla's getting hit. Let me look at Tesla. Man, I haven't looked at Tesla in forever. Get up there. Let's see if we've had a change in AMC on the Ortex data. So no change yet on Ortex for AMC. Whoa, that is crazy. Yeah, they're getting hammered. Look at this. As soon as it hit its all-time high, or excuse me, most recent high of 70 or 729.90, it just got smacked. And look at this. Look at this. Boop. See how it's stair-stepping? There's no way that's natural. And I know initially this thing was heavily shorted at the very beginning. That's why it was able to climb as high as it did. Ocugen, again, let me do some technicals here. So if anyone is currently trading the ticker symbol OCGN, I'll give you guys kind of a quick technical analysis, just something to look out for. Let's see. Man, why is this going so slow? All right. So currently 15MA is trading below both the 200 EMA as well as the VWAP. We did get a bounce off of $7.02. RSI had a little bit of a reversal. Looks like we broke. So this was kind of a major level of resistance here, this 778, and you see how it just started getting buried here. And then we've continued that. We did have a little bit of a fake out breakout here, and then it was just hammered underneath that resistance of $70.30. Let me see. I think that $7 mark should be a pretty strong level. Yeah, we have plenty of buyers ready to step in at that $7 even mark for OCGN. So getting a bounce from that should not be very difficult. Let me put this on here. All right. There we go. All right, so getting a bounce off of here. And then again, let me remove all these out. So we broke down from that level. Actually, let's do it this way. This will be faster. All right, so $7. All right, so let's call it 702. All right, next level, I would say it's somewhat important. Go to the 5. See if I can see it on the 5. Yeah, so these touch points here, the $7.38 mark, it's actually, I believe, close to where we're trading with the VWAP, or excuse me, the 200 EMA. So that looks like a pretty major level. We've touched it twice. It's also where we broke down. So I would think that this is going to be a pretty significant level here. We are getting a nice bounce though, so it's good to see this continuation here. Hopefully we can get some follow through in volume. Let's see, that's the hourly. I need to add a couple of these. 15. Yeah, this is better. All right, so next level from there would be roughly $7.50. $7.50. And then we have other major levels around 782 or 780 or so. Yeah. All right, so that's that for OCGN. Let me do a quick check on AMC. So still bouncing within that zone. And remember, I even said in my video yesterday, it'd be pretty cool to see us, if we did have a retracement, just to kind of consolidate here and then eventually bounce off of this ascending level of support, which would be really cool to see. Because over the last few trading days, I mean, you can see it, how we've just been, after we hit this low of 29.40, we've just been bouncing off of this ascending level over and over and over again. I mean, we've hit it 1, 2, 3, 4. This would potentially be the 5th time that we've hit that level. So definitely something that's been a good continuation, especially with, you know, where we were. I mean, good Lord. I mean, in March, we were what? I think over a 6-week span, we were hovering in between $8 and $12. I mean, it was like watching paint dry. It was so miserable, but thankfully, you know, the apes have persevered, and we're starting to continue this thing. So let me go one more. Watch list. Microvision down. I'm just going to kind of jump around to different tickers. GameStop's also down $2.20, down 1.34%. Currently trading at $161.73. Again, same thing here. We have the 15 MA trading below the VWAP, which to me that is telling me, I will say it's probably in the favor of the bears currently. If we're able to get over the VWAP, a lot of the times you'll see a little bit of an increase in volatility. And then if we can even get a step further and get over that 200 EMA, that would just be even better. Now, we did have a bounce off of this level, this 145 level. And so there is a little bit of a reversal now, which is good to see. So change in that trend. So if you guys can see it here. There we go. So we're bouncing nicely. So we've hit it once, 2, 3, 4. This would be the 5th time we've hit that level. So eventually, if we continue this, eventually we should see us climb over that VWAP as well as that 200 EMA, and then swing back in favor into bullish territory. Man, the whole market's pretty much red today. That's crazy. All right, sorry about that. All right, so sundial's currently down today down basically a penny. I'm currently trading at 71 cents. I do know that a lot of eyes are on the cannabis industry. This has been, this here. I mean, this kind of came out of nowhere. But this, looks like a pump and dump just based on what I'm seeing. Let's see. Let's go to Oxygen real quick. So still bouncing off that $7 mark. Currently trading at $7.09. Clove was another one, a cannabis stock that was also a pump and dump. I mean, you can see it here. Just straight up with no news. I mean, it just had a massive gap up and then came back down. I do know some people that did make some decent cash on it, but basically just took those profits and threw them into either GameStop or AMC. All right. Let me see where Fisker is. Fisker. I do not see it. Wow, UAVS is getting hit. Down 10% on the day. Yeah, so we broke through this level of support here around $3.88. Had a little bit of a gap down today. Man, this is just getting obliterated. So this gap does need to get filled. So I would expect this to have a reversal at some point. I would say if you're looking to find an entry, $3.16 or so, $3.20. That's where I would look. Yeah, $3.20. So I got another 20 cents to go, give or take. Especially because, I mean, with where just look at the RSI. The RSIs were drastically oversold. So remember, with the RSI, guys, anything that's teetering towards that 30-point mark is an indication of being oversold. Anything that's up towards 70 is indicating overbought. So a lot of the times you can kind of plan your entry and your exit based on how this RSI indicator is flowing. It enables you to kind of read the momentum. And the RSI, what it stands for is the Relative Strength Index. Sorry, hold on one second. Sorry about that, everybody. My wife was giving me a shout. All right. Let me finish this up, and then I can get back to this. All right. Oh, AMC is moving. Let's go. All right, so let me go back to the... Yeah, so we're starting to hook back towards that 200 EMA now, and then from there we can, if we can get back over that VWAP, that would put us back in bullish territory. But again, I mean, just like I was saying before, I mean, double bottoming out within a Fibonacci retracement zone of 61.8% is picture perfect, especially based on the technical analysis I did yesterday. That to me is phenomenal. Let's see. Now, hopefully, if we can. So we tested. Oh, move that window. All right, so we tested roughly 37.77 or so and rejected. So let's see if we can consolidate and let the RSI cool off a bit and then retest. I'm telling you, if we can get this over both of these, you'll see a slight increase in volatility and a follow through in volume. And definitely, if anyone's just now joining, please make sure you feel free to subscribe. Definitely don't forget to hit that like button. It helps the YouTube algorithm, helps people find the channel and the stream. And also feel free, if you have any comments, leave them in the comment section below, or you can drop the any other ticker symbols you want in that chat. I'd be more than happy to pull up the other companies and look at those, whether it be financials or do some technical analysis on it as well. Let's see what we're going to do here. I'm going to move this Fibonacci now that we know kind of where we're at. So if we can get back over that 36.77, I would say next level is going to be right at around 37.48, 37.50. Let's see, 37. There we go. And then from there, let me zoom out. I gotta zoom out to look at the other price levels. Yeah, so then from there we have 38.75 or so, which would pretty much hit where our intraday high was today. And then from there it's upwards of 40 and then 45 and on from there. This is nice to see. A little bit of consolidation within this zone. Let me see where we at on volume on the day. So volume on the day, currently we have traded 72.5 million. Hold, bear with me. All right, I'm back. All right, so we had a rejection around that 36.78 mark. Currently making our way back down towards this bottom of this Fibonacci retracement zone. Where is how much volume was traded in that candle? 1 minute candle, we traded 102,000. Got buyers starting to step back in, which is good. Massive bottoming tail on that candle. Good Lord. All right, let me go. So let me refresh Vortex, see if we found any change there. Also want to pull up. So we had a little bit of a change. So short interest change right now is minus 3.25%. Return shares just under 6.5 million. Borrowed shares 2.83 for a net borrowed change of just over 3.5 million. Now current short interest or free float is 18.13%. Everything else to me looks pretty much the same though, as far as the all the other indicators up top on Ortex specifically. Let me go to Stocko Tracker. Let's see. For anyone joining us, welcome. Again, real quick, AMC is currently up on the day, 61 cents, up 1.71%, currently trading at $36.27. It's interesting, Stocko Tracker won't load. Let me pull up the Twitter. Again, don't forget, guys, please feel free to hit up that subscribe button, hit that like button. If you have any comments, please feel free to leave them in the comment section, or you can drop them in the chat. Be more than happy to chat with you guys. All right. Search. So Ehor posted something. Where's the latest? Man, they are just trying to find ways, the media, to spin this negative narrative. Let's see. Interactive Brokers founder says meme stocks can reach unimaginable highs. What was this from? It's just a snippet. I can't read the actual article. Let me see. Still bouncing. Hopefully we're on our way to retest 36.75. What's good to see is this 15 MA is starting to hook back up towards the VWAP as well as that 200 EMA, which is definitely something we want to see that hopefully will start to favor the bulls in the short term. And as I said before, I was talking to a buddy of mine. He runs Flashpoint Capital. I was telling Jay earlier that, you know, if we can get a massive continuation over that 38.87 mark, and have a new set of established and continuation of volume there, or excuse me, 38.77. I expect us to see 40 shortly thereafter. Let me go ahead and move this guy. Come on. All right. Now we're good. So again, 36.75 or 36.76 is kind of what we want to see, which is right, like currently right now, that level of resistance is right at that 200 EMA. I want to see the Stonko tracker. There we go. All right, so currently, as of where we are now, we have just over 500,000 shares available to borrow at a cost to borrow rate of 1.4%. Currently, we have 94,000, just over 91,000, calls expiring in the money. If we can get and close by Friday over $38, it'll add another almost 26,000 calls in the money. We have not hit SSR. We would have had to dip down to $32 in order to hit SSR. Let's see. Let me go down. I want to see. Oh, that's what it was. Spintel. All right. Institutional ownership. $817. Luxor Capital. Looks like they purchased puts. Whoa. Did they buy that? HBK Investments bought 885,000 shares. Up 1,165%. Or excuse me, they've increased their position, to 885,773 shares for a net change of 1,165% at an average price of $33.45. Let's see. White Box Advisors bought puts. Yeah, so HBK bought both calls and puts and went long. That looks like yesterday. Today it was pretty much Luxor Group. We had this Etah, what is it? Unibanco holding. It looks like they sold their shares. What was their position originally? See. And again, these orders were effective. Or actually, excuse me, these are the file dates. So these 13 Fs were filed today. There's only 2, so not a whole lot of action as far as institutional buyers. Yesterday we had quite a bit though. Yeah, yesterday we had a bunch. Blue Crest Capital. Looks like they had a big one. Charles Schwab increased their position to 4.1 million shares. DE and Shaw, or DE Shaw and Co. increased their position to 1.4 million shares. So I mean, my whole mindset, guys, with this, especially, in the potential, on the potential horizon for AMC specifically, waiting for the MOAS. I mean, if you're not checking the institutional ownership, and by the way, you can find this on Fintel and just search in the search bar the ticker symbol AMC, and it'll pull up the institutional ownerships for the 13Fs. I mean, you just got to follow the money. I mean, the fact that institutional ownership continues to increase is just, again, as that happens and as more apes continue to buy and hold, as well as the hedge funds continuing to increase their short positions, it's just going to raise the ceiling higher and higher. I mean, and we're anticipating, the amount of synthetics in circulation is in the billions, if not tens of billions. Oh, AMC's moving? Oh, man, I missed it. So we are slowly making our way of the 15 MA, slowly making our way to that 200 EMA. We currently are trading at $36.75, up $1, just over $1, up almost 3% on the day. Looks like we're trying to establish that 36.75 as a new level of support, which would be good to see. A little bit of a cup and handle forming as well. For those of y'all that don't know what a cup and handle is, so let me kind of show you. Can I just draw a regular line? Oh well. All right, so you can kind of see it forming here. And then it goes forming the bottom of the cup. And then the back side of the cup. So it wouldn't surprise me if we consolidated in this level of support here. Come on. So if we consolidate around this level. And essentially what that is, if you can see it, you see how we have the cup here, and then this rectangle is basically the handle. So that's essentially what a cup and handle pattern is, which is a bullish indicator. Now, again, keep in mind for every bullish indicator, a lot of the times there's an opposite bearish indicator. So, for instance, a double bottom or an inverse head and shoulders, there is a head and shoulders pattern, which is the bearish or the opposite of that, or basically a double top. A double top is where you hit you hit a level of resistance twice and then you bounce down. And a lot of times when that happens, you tend to break support that's underneath where you guys were initially trading from. Yeah, so we're looking good. We're trading within, like I said, that handle zone here. So we're just consolidating from there. I will jump over to a different ticker. Let me check Ocugen real quick. Oh, so this is good. So look, remember how I was saying typically when the 15 MA crosses that 200 EMA, we start to see a little bit of increase in volatility and a follow through with volume. And then the same thing happens again if we take it a step further and cross over that VWAP. So right now, OCGN is currently trading up just over 1% at $7.14 on the day. Had a nice bounce off of $7.02. This one's also kind of forming, man, if this is able to sustain it, this could be one pretty big cup and handle here. So if it's able to continue this trend up this way, and then if it's able to have a handle right here, like right in this area, You see how you have cup. If it can hit this, and let's say hypothetically it rejects at $7.36, and if it consolidates in this rectangle zone, that's basically just going to form that handle, which a lot of times, now it's not always a guarantee, but it's just something to keep in mind, especially if you're looking for points of entry. I would say the vast majority of the time you'll see, a swing up or a continuation up from there. Because anytime you see consolidation, that's essentially a sign of strength, especially if you're doing it when you're establishing a new level of support while you're in an upwards trend. Let's see. So we did that one. I haven't checked GIVO. Let's check GIVO. Oh, there's Fisker. I got it. Here, let me check Fisker real quick. So Fisker down pretty much a quarter, 1.5% on the day, currently trading at $13.92. We still have not hit that level, that level of resistance here at 1465. Excuse me. At 1465. Right now, I would say intraday, $14 is pretty much going to be that psychological level. So like right in there. Because we've hit it 1, 2, probably in here, 3, 4, hit it again 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, it's been hit so many different times and has yet to break through. It'd be cool to see this break through, especially because it would get this 15 MA trading over that VWAP, which would put it again back in favor of the bulls. Not a whole lot of volume though, just under 8 million traded. Let's see. Got about another 54 minutes or so until power hour. Oh, I remember what I was going to do. GIVO. All right, so GIVO currently trading at $5.23. So we had a level, I'd say not like a major level of support, but it was definitely a strong level. So here's something that was good. I haven't checked this in a few days. So we were hovering around this descending channel here, and then finally bottomed out and are currently trading sideways. So let me delete all this. So support's around $5.15. Currently trading below the VWAP as well as that 200 EMA. I would say next level of support and resistance is $5.28 or so. It's about a nickel from where we are now. And that would also get us trading over that VWAP as well. And then from there, I would say this one here is going to be 536, give or take. Now, again, a lot of these lines are pretty much estimations. I mean, it's going to be within a few cents of that because of where I'm zoomed out at. I mean, yeah, I'm looking at the 5-minute chart, but because I'm zoomed out so far, my numbers aren't going to be 100% exact. We got a quadruple top pretty much at, or 4 touch points at 545. And then from 6, I mean, it could be a gap up from there. We got to fill this gap right here. So this might be a good gap fill play, especially because it's bottomed out now. Might be a good entry point. And if you can get it to 560, let me see where it's at. Let's see, how much gain would that be? That'd get you just under 9% gain, 8.84. Wouldn't be horrible, especially if it could be like a one-day swing. All right, so Ocugen still currently trying to follow this line, forming that cup and handle. Where we at with AMC? Oh, baby, are we moving? We are moving. All right, so we are, let me go to the minute. Yeah, so we're still currently forming that handle in this zone here. So again, we are trying to get, I would say $37 even is probably going to be a psychological level, just because most even numbers as far as like dollars and cents is usually a psychological level of resistance. A lot of times it ends up becoming a self-fulfilling prophecy, especially on like these cup and handles, because it's just a waiting game. But if this continues to pan out, I mean, we're going to see 37.50, 38 back where we were earlier today, which would be fantastic. For those of you guys watching, please definitely feel free to hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe as well. Again, hitting that like button just helps out the YouTube algorithm, helps get more people in to watch the video as well. If you have any comments or questions, definitely leave them in the chat. I'd be more than happy to check out any other ticker symbols for you guys on the intraday. Oh, one thing I didn't look at is the options. I want to look at calls. All right, where's our open interest? Why is it only giving me 6? No. All right. See if we have anything significant. Now this is for an expiration for the 27th, so next week, next Friday. So no massive open interest numbers. I mean, there's a decent number, 8,000 for open interest on the 27th at a strike price of $80. Let me see, September 3rd. Not anything crazy as far as the open interest over the next 2 trading weeks. Now I think too that's September 3rd is going to be the Friday before Labor Day. So the following week is going to be a little bit of a shorter week too. Let's see. AMC currently on the day, guys, trading just over $37, up almost 4%, 3.75%, up $1.34. Yeah, no crazy real open interest numbers. It's interesting. I do know, I remember seeing January of next year some pretty, $8 strike, 22,000, $10 strike, 20,000, $20 strike, 27, $40 strike, 30,000. Like these are usually the numbers that I'm accustomed to seeing with AMC, but it's definitely good to see for sure. Not a whole lot of open interest in December. All right, AMC, let me go back to the chart. So still trading within that box for that handle, forming the handle for the cup. Again, what we'd like to see is a break over. And again, we were hovering just over $37 and then rejected again. So we've tested 37.10 today. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Rejected all 4 times. So hopefully the 5th time we test, we can finally break through. Currently, the 15 EMA is trading over the 200 EMA and slowly but steadily making its way up towards the VWAP. Let's see. There is a couple of other sectors to keep an eye on, especially over like the next 5 to 10 years. I would definitely continue to keep a close watch on the EV sector. So Fisker, that company I checked out a little while ago, is an EV-based company. Let's see. I wonder if I can show you. Yeah, so they have the Fisker Ocean. There's got to be a way to look at photos. What's also cool about it too is, let me see if I can find it. I want to show you guys some pictures. Images. Here we go. Yeah, so like their SUV, the Fisker Ocean, looks really cool. What's also great about it is the interiors. I don't know if you guys have seen the interiors of the Teslas. Because they spend so much money to integrate the touch screen capability and everything that the rest of the interior kind of suffers a little bit, in my opinion, just based on what I've seen. But the interiors of Fisker look, in my opinion, much, much nicer. And the Fisker Ocean, I think, it's a midsize SUV, but it's just, I think the starting price is around $38,000, which isn't horrible either. It's definitely more on the affordable side, especially for a car that's considered all electric. Let's see. So it looks like they're going to be manufacturing with Foxconn in the U.S. That's where they're going to be manufacturing. Foxconn, where is it at? And for those of y'all that don't know either, Fisker was responsible for designing like the Aston Martin, the Vantage, the BMW Z8. So, I mean, they have a reputation of, designing very, very nice, luxurious vehicles. Go down. Yeah, the Fisker Karma, man, it looks so much like an Aston Martin. Let me see if I can share this with y'all. Let me see if I can add. All right. No, that's not going to work. All right. I'm going to have to, I'll figure it out another time. I want to make sure that we get, whoa, not what I meant to do. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay, so getting back to the charts. AMC still hovering around $37. Looks like we might be retesting 37.10 again. If we can break through and pass over that VWAP currently at 37.21, should bring us 37.50. Again, welcome everybody. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Definitely don't forget to do so. Also, if you have not subscribed, please feel free to do so as well. Definitely helps out the algorithm, gets more people in here to come view the video. Yep, so we tested it again, rejected, so it's 1, 2, 3 times now. I do know a lot of times AMC does like to test things 4 or 5 times before it actually breaks through. Currently trading at 37.01. I will also, guys, I will be posting another video tonight, just kind of recapping the day. And I also will be looking at, I'm probably going to look at Oxygen again. I'll also look at, I'll look at Jivo, and then I'll look at some of the, like the more green and red stocks that were, currently on the market today. Let's see. Man, they do not want us getting over 37.10. Every single time we tip over it, they hit us. It's because they know if we can get over this VWAP here with a continuation of what we had, especially, I mean, this is just a beautiful cup and handle here. But they know that if we get this, that we're hitting 37.50, and if we eclipse 37.50, we're running to 38. Easy. Yeah, or excuse me, 37.77. But yeah, and then 38 from there. Let's see. See if we can find anything on the don't really see any crazy news. Yeah, I don't really see any. I'm not really seeing any crazy announcements or anything as far as AMC goes, as of where we are now. But I do know, what is it, September 3rd? So in the next few weeks, that's when the next Marvel movie comes out, Shang-Chi. So that'll be a good box office weekend. I also know we have the Eternals that comes out in November. The new Spider-Man also comes out in the middle of December. So, the holidays are going to be, in my opinion, relatively substantial as far as, box office earnings. Not to mention, I know that what's going to drive those box office numbers, believe it or not, in my opinion, I think is the Disney Plus TV series. The fact that Loki was such a good hit. Same thing with WandaVision. I think those are going to drive the success for the movies moving forward, especially because they're just going to continue to build on the storyline. So it's especially for like the folks that are massive fans of Marvel and the MCU. It's definitely going to help. I I would love to see what the earnings would have been with Black Widow had they not released it on stream. I mean, it probably would have been double, maybe even 2.5 or 3 times more than what it was. Because I know there were so many people that just stayed home and watched it. Me, on the other hand, I actually went to the theater. And funny enough, I've slowly but surely gotten my wife into the MCU, which has been pretty cool. It's been a process, but it's been good. Right. All right. Again, another update, guys. AMC currently trading at $36 and just under 90 cents, up $1.20 on the day, just over 3%. Total volume currently just under 77 million traded. Let me refresh Stocko Tracker, see if we got any changes. Wow. Huh. I need to, let's see, control. I need to print screen this. And I'm posting it on Twitter right now. So typically the dark pool percentages are posted, and they currently are not. It straight up says NA, which is not something you want to see. Picture crop. Okay, control. Ooh. Come on. There we go. Okay, control X. Need to open Paint so I can save this as a JPEG. Here, I'll just do it this way. It's not giving me the resolution that I want. Let's do it the old-fashioned way. All right, we're gonna mark this bad boy up. Done. Let me go to the Twitterverse. Almost done. AMC. Awesome. All right. All right, guys, I am going to jump off. I appreciate y'all checking in. Again, I'm going to be posting another video later this evening. But other than that, definitely don't forget to hit that like button, hit up that subscribe button, definitely leave some comments in the chat below. I will, again, to reiterate, be posting another video just recapping for AMC on the day, kind of where I see it, where it could go tomorrow, and then I'll also create a few others, probably going to do one for Fisker, as well as OCGN. I'd like to do both of those again. So other than that, you guys enjoy your power hour, and I will see you guys later this evening.